welcome back to the Sports Perspective TV viewers and subscribers. As always, thank you for tuning in. And if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, we definitely appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate you doing so as it helps the channel to grow. And that's the aim at the end of the day, right? So in this video, we're going to be talking about the second day of the second test match between West Indies and England. West Indies put on some impressive batting. Very surprising, but at the same time, I'm very excited and proud of the team, the way they batted and handled themselves in this innings today. So we're going to be giving you the scores and also talking about the performances. There were some brilliant performances, as you can tell from the thumbnail. So we're going to be getting into the details of all of that. But do remember to like the video as well, because that is also very important, as that will help YouTube to get the video out to more people as well. So two things you need to do. So like the video, subscribe to the channel as well, and share your thoughts in the comment section if you would also like to do that as well, right? So three things. But yes, so the West Indies in their reply to England's 416, right, all out, started their batting innings today, and it was brilliant batting. The team finished on 351 for 5 at the end of the day, right? So once from you hear that score, you know that the team batted well. I'm sure surprising, especially coming off the performances in the first test match where they were bowled out for 121 or 120 and then 136. Most of us know them to do so good in this match, right? So it started with Kraig Brathwaite and Micah Louis, right? So they put on 53 runs for the opening wicket, right? And it was Micah Louis who was the first batsman to get out. Trying to hit the spinner over the top and didn't get the ball in the right ear of the bat, and ended up giving a catch to the England fielder. I think it was mid-off, right? But before that, he was looking good again, solid in defense and playing shots when necessary as well. So Micah Louis got out for 41, right? Then came Kirk McKenzie and Kraig Brathwaite brought the score to 78 before Kraig Brathwaite got out. Brathwaite got out. Disappointing in the end, but it was a sharp short ball from Gus Atkinson, which he tried to fend off and ended up I think it hit his glove, but it ballooned in the air and he was caught at short leg. But Brathwaite, he made 48 from 72, right? So Kraig Brathwaite, in responding to the pressure, of not scoring any runs in recent matches, he stepped up in this match. Unfortunate that he didn't get at least a half century, but I must give him credit. He batted well for the time that he was at the crease, right? So when Brathwaite got out, it was 78 for 2. Then Mackenzie got out. Mackenzie made 11, right? And he got out when the score was 84. So it was 84 for 3, coming from 53 for 1, right? Or 53 without loss. So, it definitely looked, I was a bit concerned at that point. It looked like the team was just going to lose wickets lose a lot of wickets, as we're accustomed to them doing, especially from what we saw in the first test match. But then came Athanaze and Kavem Hodge. And I must say, what a brilliant display of batting. Both of them, both Dominicans, they rescued the West Indies team. And they were the main contributors in getting us to that score of 351. Right? So Athanaze, he made 82. Right? So a brilliant innings by Athanaze as well. Unfortunate that he didn't get his century. Right? So him and Hodge, they put on a 175-run partnership, for that fourth wicket, so huge shout out to Athanaze. But the man of the moment, right, is Kavem Hodge. What a brilliant knock by Kavem Hodge, people. He scored 120 off 171 balls, right? His first century in Test cricket. Coming off the back of that century that he scored in the warm-up match. He came into the series in good form, and he's showing that good form, at the highest level, right? So a huge shout out to Kavem Hodge, on his brilliant knock of 120. He played it, to describe it, good temperament, great shot selection. Um, he batted with confidence, he hit a lot of boundaries. So he hit 19 fours in that innings, right? Like again, good shot selection. He took on the bowlers when necessary as well. So he played with aggression, especially against the short ball. The England batters, they were bowling short, especially Mark Wood and Atkinson. And Hodge took on the short ball, even though they set fields. Had a lot of fielders out for the pull and the hook shot. Hodge took it on and he played the pull shot and the hook shot very well. Right, so I must give a huge shout out and to Kavem Hodge, a brilliant batting. I can't say enough about how well he batted. England did drop a catch off him though. So Joe Root dropped him when he was on 16, I think. And he capitalized on that and made sure he made the most of that chance that he was given off that drop catch by Joe Root. Similar to what Ollie Pope did when the West Indies dropped him twice in the England innings as well. Kavem Hodge did something similar. So Hodge, he went on to make 120 from 171 before he was out LBW by Chris Oakes. But I can't say it enough. He batted really well, people. Athanaze also, I must give a huge shout out to Athanaze. Great temperament, great shot selection. It was just a sight to see, and like I said, coming off the back of that poor batting display in the first test match, it was pleasing to see that, the batsmen put their heads down and actually batted well, right? So they not only scored runs, but scoring over 350 runs in a day of cricket as well. That's brilliant, that they scored over 4 runs and over. Obviously England scored 416 on the opening day. So they didn't score as fast as England, but 350 runs is very good also. Right. So I must give a huge shout out to the batting. Whenever they do poorly, we criticize them a lot. We criticize them heavily. So when they put on displays like this, scoring over 350 runs and only losing 5 wickets, we have to give them a huge shout out. We have to commend them on their batting performance. Also with the bat, right? So Jason Hola, he's currently at the crease. He's on 23. And Joshua Silva, he's also at the crease. He's on 32. And he scored 30. He's on 32 not out from 35 balls. Hitting 7 fours so far. So both Da Silva and Holder are looking very good at the crease as well. So the team is batting well. Who would have thought that after England scored 416 runs that West Indies would even get anywhere close to it, much less to think that there's a possibility of them actually getting a first innings lead. No, I'm sure no one thought myself included. I mean, I was hoping that they would get close to the total, but I definitely wasn't thinking that they would get as close as they are right now. I must say that, right? So definitely surprising, but very proud of how the team batted, right? And there's batting to come. There's still Kevin Sinclair in left to come and bat, who we know can also do great things with the bat as well. So, this batting performance, surprising. I'm sure it surprised not only us as West Indian fans, but even the England bowlers, the England team, and just cricketing fans overall. Everyone was writing off the team after that terrible performance in the first test match. Rightfully so, I would say. Right. The team came under heavy criticism, rightfully so as well. And they have stepped up and showed that, they actually do deserve to be playing at this highest level. They can compete. And that's all as fans, that's what we want to see from the team, right? We want to see them putting up fight, fight, showing grit, applying themselves in their batting innings, and that's exactly what they did today, right? So bowling for England so far is Chris Woakes, he's taken 1 for 59. Gus Atkins, the man who ran through the order, ran through the team in the first test match, he's so far taken 1 for 77. Mark Wood, he hasn't taken any wickets, so it's none for 51 for him. But he's bowled well, right? He was the one that that chance that Hodge gave Joe Root. He was the one that catch was dropped off at, and he's actually beaten the bat quite a few times. So a bit unlucky for Mark Wood that he hasn't taken a wicket as yet, but such is the game of cricket, right? Shoaib Bashir, who is their spinner, he's so far taken 2 for 100 from 23 overs, and Ben Stokes, he's taken 1 for 61 from 12 overs so far. So that's the breakdown of the England bowling so far. So conceding a lot of runs, but at quite a high rate as well, right? So West Indies are doing very well, you know, looking like they can actually get a first innings lead going into the third day tomorrow. Let's see how long or what they decide to do once they get that lead, or if they get that lead, or once they get that lead, right? How long they decide to bat for, and then before giving England an opportunity to bat again. And let's see how we can do. You know, so far in the series, you know, we've bowled out England. We bowled them out in the first test match, you know, within a day, and in the second test match, we also bowled them out within a day as well. So who knows? When England goes back into bat, West Indies can bowl them out again, and then possibly have a chance to win the test match on the fifth day, right? So, but so far it's looking good. Again, I must say a huge shout out to the West Indies batters. They applied themselves and did well. Congratulations to Kavem Hodge again, and also Athanaze. You know, both of them scored their highest total in Test cricket so far. So huge shout out to them on their brilliant batting. Shout out to Kraig Brathwaite as well. You know, even though he didn't score the half century, you know, 48. It was still a good innings. You know, got us off to a good start, and which made it possible for Hodge and Athanaze to do what they did, right? So that's all I have for you in this video, viewers and subscribers. Do remember to like the video. That's very important. Share your thoughts on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.